The chief engineer, Lyra, slowly opened her eyes. The dimly lit cabin of the ship, Arcturus, stretched before her, filled with the smell of burnt metal. The flickering control panels made the room seem alive, even though it felt like the ship itself was dying. Lyra struggled to recall what had happened. Arcturus had been on a mission to colonize a distant planet, but something went terribly wrong. The life support systems failed, and most of the crew didn't make it. Now, only Lyra and her two teammates, navigator Milo and biologist Alara, were left, stranded near an uncharted planet. They had to act fast. A notification on the control panel showed only a few hours of oxygen remained. They discussed their options. 1. Try to restart the life support system, knowing it might make things worse. 2. Search the storage for backup oxygen tanks. 3. Explore the ship for clues about what went wrong. Lyra decided to risk it and reboot the life support system. It was a high-stakes move that could cost them the last of their air if it didn't work. She carefully powered down the main node, plunging the ship into complete darkness. After a few nerve-wracking minutes, she reconnected the module. The system flickered back on, and oxygen levels began to stabilize. It was a huge relief, but their situation was still precarious. With a bit more time bought, Lyra and Alara went to search the storage room. They heard strange noises from other parts of the ship but focused on their goal. When they reached the storage, the door was locked. After cutting through it with a laser, they found what they desperately needed: extra oxygen tanks and an unused satellite transmitter. Back at the command module, they set up the transmitter, trying to connect with Earth. Milo pinpointed their location while Lyra adjusted the settings. Finally, they sent a message. Arcturus to Earth Control, do you read us? This is Chief Engineer Lyra. We need immediate assistance. They waited, each second feeling like an hour. Finally, a reply came through. Earth Control to Arcturus. We lost contact with your mission years ago and assumed the worst. What's your status? Lyra explained everything. Earth Control promised to send a rescue mission, but it would take weeks. The crew rationed supplies and worked to keep the ship running. 3 weeks later, an alarm sounded. The life support system was failing again. They had 3 options. 1. Patch it up using spare parts, even though it was risky. 2. Put themselves into cryosleep to conserve oxygen, hoping the rescue arrived in time. 3. Send another distress signal and hope for nearby help. They chose to patch the system. Lyra and Milo scavenged parts from non-essential systems while Alara monitored the oxygen levels. After hours of intense work, they got it running again, but they knew it was only a temporary fix. As they waited for the rescue, Milo picked up a strange signal. Another ship was nearby. It wasn't the rescue team but something else entirely. They had 3 choices. 1. Try to communicate, even though it might be risky. 2. Shut down all systems and hide until the rescue arrived. 3. Prepare for a possible boarding, whether friendly or hostile. Lyra decided to reach out. After boosting their signal, they sent a message. The reply came from a ship called Star Wanderer. We received your distress signal. What's your situation? Lyra explained their plight, and to their relief, the Star Wanderer offered help. The 2 ships docked, and the Star Wanderer's crew brought advanced equipment and supplies. Together, they repaired the life support system and stabilized the Arcturus. The Star Wanderer then offered to escort them to a nearby space station in the Garnet system for further repairs. Lyra agreed, knowing it was their best shot at making it back to Earth or continuing their mission. As the 2 ships prepared to leave, Lyra looked out into the stars. What started as a desperate fight for survival had turned into a hopeful journey, thanks to the kindness of strangers in the vast, indifferent universe. What is your thoughts on video? Like, comment and subscribe the channel.